Well, this is it. This is my very last trip on the R32 for revenue service. And again, with not being the only rail fanner, you could just imagine the other individuals that had their phones and cameras all ready just to catch the train coming. In fact, there were two individuals that had the hand gesture telling the train operator to honk the horn. I don't know if he was able to follow along with that gesture, but I know he was able to honk the horn prior to that. So I initially had my mind set on being at the lead car because I always wanted to, for some reason, just have my camera in front of a train just to see the tracks ahead of me. Almost like the trains that have an autonomous equipment. But once again, it got really crowded, so this time I could definitely say for sure that I was able to go into the second car. And honestly, it was awesome seeing the trip from two different perspectives. You have those of us that actually took the train itself, and then you had others that left the station just to see the train depart and who most likely was able to take the next train that was able to come up or so. I mean, I don't know for sure. And what was funny was before the R32 was able to come back to go back to 2nd Avenue, the credit to the personnel that worked for the Transit Museum because they was able to direct us to be able to catch the R32 and stuff. Basically, we were all waiting. We were already waiting for the train to come, but first a Westinghouse came by like you saw in the last ATV short. And I said out loud, I'll catch it anyway. And sorry that I wasn't able to upload it to Instagram right away. It's just, honestly, I was really tired when I came back home. Anyway, myself and a few other rail fanners was able to record it and, the train left. And what kept annoying me was the fact that I kept missing an R179 from the A&C train that was right above me. But either way, hey, I'm on the R32. And I must say, this day was especially different from other times when I'm out bus fanning and rail fanning. Because again, one, I wasn't the only one that was there bus fanning and rail fanning that day. Well, of course, rail fanning. And two, at some point on the trip, three transit police officers that actually got on board the same car. And they were basically right by me and actually knew that I was recording and stuff. Now, I have yet to have an encounterment with a police officer that asks that I shouldn't record or whatever. Because you may have read the description of my New Jersey Transit train at Newark Penn Station video, how I mentioned how two police officers came up to me and everything. And of course, I always give the suggestion for if you're going out rail fanning and someone may come up to you and say, you shouldn't rail fan, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't whatever, just stay calm about it. And if they insist, then just take your lead, because honestly, it's not worth getting into a fight with. Even recently when I took Prevost 2727 on the Sim 4C and the driver caught me and asked me not to record and everything, like, I could have expressed in a way, it's my rights, yada yada and stuff. And not to mention, I did read the policy where you are allowed to record on MTA buses and trains, just don't record anyone's face for privacy reasons, and I respect that. Yet, it's not worth getting into a fight into. Additionally, I live on Staten Island, so I'm used to seeing the Prevost every day. So with the R32s retiring, that's just one of the older equipment that is on a rapid retirement in recent years. Like, we recently was able to say goodbye to the R42. I'm here on the R32, and it won't be long before we say goodbye to the R62A, which is used on the A division, and also the Westinghouse R68, and also the Kawasaki variants, I believe. And additionally, the R46, which of course is used on the A line, the Q line, and a few other lines for right now. I don't know if I may be able to catch that particular retirement run, but hey, I'm actually happy that I was able to catch this one. And again, for nostalgic reasons. I mean, again, since the A train was my childhood subway line, I will miss the R46 on that particular line. In fact, don't get me wrong, when I first saw the design of the R211, I was enthusiastic based on how it looked, especially with the A train sign. Yet I will still miss the R46 only because it's a decent car. In fact, honestly, I don't know what GoGo Supertow has against the R46, to be honest. Especially when I took the A train during the Port Authority bus terminal saga, because like I said, it was hot outside. In fact, I felt like I was dehydrated almost. And when I boarded the train, I was actually happy that there was good air conditioning, and not to mention the audio was clear. So maybe it's just one or two cars that probably have some bad audio and it's not so clear, but hey. So to be honest, it would have been better if I would have got off at Broadway Lafayette, but I honestly just wanted to take the R32 all the way towards the end of the line. So basically I was able to take it towards the end of the line, take it for one last farewell trip, and the train would have been able to turn around to go back out for whoever was still willing to take the trip or whoever still wanted to railfan. But that was basically it. Once we got off at 2nd Avenue, I was able to look at it one more time, but only for a short period of time because the train that I took back up to Bleecker Street was able to come. And basically, at first I was like, should I record it? Should I not? So yes, I was able to just record it from the R160A, I believe, because that's the Alstom variant that I took. And while I'm ending with the normal like, share, and subscribe, but to the R32, I just want to say, see you later, old friend.